News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, a fleeing car leads police on a 70-mile pursuit.
And winter weather forecasts promise to impact holiday travel. News 25 starts now.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell, Eunette Gentry. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Police arrest 2 individuals following a high-speed pursuit. It's Tuesday, November 26. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Eunette Gentry.
Well, the Nye County Sheriff's Office chased 3 individuals in a fleeing stolen car throughout the side streets of Pahrump, across the Las Vegas Valley and into Henderson. Nevada Highway Patrol assisted with the effort, along with Metro, who helped stop traffic for the Nye County officers, who were able to take the 2 suspects into custody with no further incidents.
Last night, Nye County Sheriff's Office dispatch took a report of a stolen vehicle. The vehicle was located around the area of Highway 160 and 372. The deputy on scene attempted to conduct a traffic stop. The driver at that time decided not to yield to police and instead led them on a pursuit, traveling through the town of Pahrump through residential streets, hitting speeds of up to 80 miles per hour. The vehicle then ended up on southbound Highway 160 with speeds reaching up to 120 miles per hour. At that time, other Nye County Sheriff's Office units joined in the pursuit, traveling on Highway 160 through the construction zone into Las Vegas. Nye County reports that they decided to stay back from the vehicle to ensure public safety. The fleeing car was passing other vehicles on the roadway recklessly on the right-hand side, and at one point even went into oncoming traffic through an intersection in Las Vegas. The vehicle traveled on roadways through Las Vegas and eventually ended up on the 215 freeway, traveling into Henderson. That's when it exited the freeway at St. Rose Parkway. At that time, the vehicle made a U-turn, went over a median, and then the driver attempted to exit the vehicle on foot, but abandoned that plan. The car came to a stop on Southern Hills between St. Rose Parkway and Horizon Ridge. The driver then exited the vehicle in an attempt to flee. A Nye County deputy then apprehended the male driver as he exited, and they began fighting. He was eventually taken into custody. Other Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies arrived on scene and found that the passenger was non-compliant. The female inside the car, in fact, refused to exit the vehicle, which resulted in the deputies breaking out the window to pull her out as she resisted. She was then taken into custody. At that time, police located a 3rd occupant in the back seat of the car. They say that he was cooperative and was taken into custody as well. Nye County says that the pursuit spanned approximately 70 miles, and during a search of the vehicle, methamphetamine and drug paraphernalia was located. The driver and passenger, they say, provided false information to police and gave fake identification to avoid prosecution. During the course of the investigation, their true identity was revealed. The driver has been identified as Alberto Flores, who is 42 years old, out of Las Vegas, and the passenger was identified as Michelle Elavinia, who is 50, out of Las Vegas. The rear seat passenger was cooperative and is believed to have been soliciting a ride when the pursuit began. Alberto Flores was booked on felony eluding, possession of a stolen vehicle, possession of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, using ID of another to avoid prosecution, assault, resisting arrest, and numerous vehicle and traffic offenses. The female was transported to the hospital for medical treatment and is facing charges of using identification of another to avoid prosecution, possession of a controlled substance and drug paraphernalia, accessory to a crime after the fact, and obstruction and resisting.
And Darby O'Donnell now has the latest on the looming winter weather storm that is upon us now, and we need to better prepare you for the big travel holiday weekend.
The National Weather Service has issued a winter weather warning for most of southern Nevada. If you or loved ones are expecting to travel this Thanksgiving from California, northern Nevada, Utah, or Arizona, you may want to consider some alternate routes. The National Weather Service is warning travelers to expect delays or cancellations at McCarran International Airport due to low ceilings, wind, and fog. The National Weather Service suggests travelers going to or coming from Arizona begin their travels on Wednesday. Snowfall is expected Thursday and Friday on higher elevations of Interstate 40 along Highway 93 route. Arizona travelers should be prepared to take Interstate 10 and Highway 95 to ensure a safer travel. Travelers going to or coming from California are recommended to leave tonight due to snowfall expected to occur on Interstate 15 on Wednesday morning to Thursday night. It is strongly encouraged for California travelers to take Interstate 40 or Highway 95 as an alternate route to Interstate 15. Travelers visiting from northern Nevada are encouraged to begin their travels as soon as possible. It is suggested for travelers to take Highway 95 the entire time to ensure safety. Large amounts of snowfall is expected to begin today through Thursday on Highway 395 and Highway 95. The National Weather Service states that after the snowfall expected today, Highway 395 and 95 will become very dangerous for drivers. Travelers coming from or going to Utah are also encouraged to begin their travels as soon as possible. Large amounts of snowfall is expected Wednesday morning through Friday on Interstate 15 and Highway 93. The snowfall will lead to hazardous road conditions along both routes. Before your holiday travels begin, be sure to pack an umbrella, flashlight, phone charger, extra food, and water in case of an emergency. Double check your windshield wipers and tires to ensure that they are able to handle wet and slick road conditions. To stay updated on our winter storm warning, you can find the National Weather Service on Facebook at facebook.com/NWSVegas or go onto their website at weather.gov/Las Vegas.
And stay tuned, we'll tell you about how gas prices are going up just in time for the busiest travel holiday weekend of the year.
This segment of the news is brought to you by Pahrump Cardiology, located at 1397 South Loop Road in Pahrump, Nevada. Call 775-210-8333 for an appointment. Dr. Tali Eric, proudly serving Pahrump since 2005.
Well, it is almost Thanksgiving. Angela Miles tells us about AAA, which talks about the gas prices that are going up on the busiest travel day of this year.
Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, 55 million Americans will be on the road, in the air, and on the rails this Thanksgiving week. AAA is calling it the second busiest travel time. Gas prices in some states are said to be holding steady or even lower than last year. The national average is right around $2.59 per gallon. Tiffany will soon be owned by a French luxury group. The group is LVMH. Tiffany shares glistened on Monday on word it's being purchased for $135 per share. That is more than LVMH offered last month. It is a cash deal. Bitcoin is trending lower. The world's most popular cryptocurrency is now under 7,000 and has lost about 3,000 in value during the last month as China cracks down on crypto coin businesses.
To find out where you can see us every day, go to businessfirstam.com.
Thanks, Angela. And turning back to local news, the Nevada Highway Patrol is issuing a travel advisory for Mount Charleston for this Thursday through Sunday. With the predicted storm season coming during holiday weeks, where many people will be off work and out of school this week, they're expecting an influx of visitors to the Mount Charleston area. Motorists who do go to the mountain unprepared could cause unnecessary risks for themselves and first responders, and take take the first responders away from other emergency situations. Things you should know before you do go: there are no vehicle services on the mountain, so make sure you have a full tank of gas whenever you head to Mount Charleston. It's also a good idea to have cold weather gear such as blankets, snacks, water, and a fully charged cell phone whenever you're heading up to the mountain during winter conditions. Mount Charleston has approximately 3,500 parking spots, but between State Route 156, 157, and 158, those spots quickly fill up on holiday weekends and leave no legal parking available for others. The general rule of thumb is if you're leaving your house to go to Mount Charleston after 12 p.m., there's probably not going to be much parking left, so get to the mountain early if you can. And starting tomorrow, Wednesday, November 27th, Nevada Highway Patrol will be joining forces with CHP to target highly traveled I-15 and that corridor between California and Las Vegas. It's estimated that an average of 45,000 vehicles enter Nevada on I-15's corridor between Los Angeles and Las Vegas on a daily basis. That equates to an average in excess of 16 million vehicles entering every year. The two agencies will focus their efforts on speed infractions, the move-over law, and distracted drivers. The goal of this joint enforcement effort is to ensure that both states have zero fatalities on our roadways this Thanksgiving holiday and beyond. And please make sure that there are no empty seats at your Thanksgiving table this holiday, so drive safely.
Well, the Nevada Department of Motor Vehicles is asking walk-in customers to use alternate services this coming Monday or to delay visiting an office until later in the week. The Monday after Thanksgiving is traditionally the department's busiest day of the year, leading some of the staff to call it Black Monday. Customers who don't have an appointment will face wait times that are much longer than usual. DMV offices will be closed 4 days from Thanksgiving Day, November 28th through Sunday, December 1st. The Monday following Thanksgiving is traditionally the DMV's busiest day of the year, and there are many alternatives to DMV office visits. The department's website offers 24 online transactions, including address changes and personalized plate orders. The agency has self-serve kiosks at most DMV offices and at 31 supermarkets and other partner locations across the state. AAA offers vehicle registration and handicapped placard services at 5 locations as well, and motorists who buy a car, truck, or motorcycle from a Nevada dealer over the holiday weekend can register it online. The DMV will send new standard plates in the mail, or a motorist can transfer existing plates. Visit the DMV's website at dmvmv.com to find online services, kiosk locations, and ways to avoid the waits before you visit an office. If you do have to visit an office, make an appointment if your transaction can wait. All right. That's good advice.
Yes, always. And I think they call it Black Monday in response to Black Friday.
Yeah,
Those lines are always busy at the DMV.
I know, huh?
All right, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. Well, the Nye County Board of County Commissioners has approved the relocation of a marijuana production facility here in Pahrump.
MJ Holdings Incorporated plans to move their processing facility from Tillman Avenue to South Oak Ridge Avenue. MJ Holding is leasing the Tillman Avenue property from Oak Ridge Enterprise LLC, but Oak Ridge is behind on paying property taxes, and Nye County Assessor Sherry Stringer is concerned about those past due taxes.
This property that is owned by Oak Ridge Enterprises LLC is delinquent in the amount of $15,180.93. So I'm making you aware of this because I think this should be part of your conditions, that when someone wants to change business locations, that the taxes are looked at. You know, if this property goes defunct or this business goes defunct, the only thing that we have is that hopefully somebody will come in and buy it, or it goes on the auction block.
After some discussion, county officials determined the past due tax issues is outside the requirements for approving the special use permit. In other words, two separate issues, so the tax situation shouldn't prevent the approval of the permit change. MJ's Holdings' Terrence Tierney says they plan to make good use of the Oak Ridge property.
We recently leased that building after Green Cross defaulted on the lease and was unable to maintain the requirements on their license. We believe that we are very well situated and funded to turn that building in Oak Ridge into a successful processing plant and thereby generating the tax revenues that was probably the county's and the city of Pahrumph's intention when they granted the initial cultivation special use permit to Greenworks.
In the end, commissioners approved the company's application for a special use permit change of location. Representatives from MJ Holdings say they plan to move their marijuana processing facility to South Oak Ridge Avenue early next year.
Thanks, Ubaldo. Well, several individuals were each awarded a handmade quilt at a recent event honoring our military veterans held at a local elementary school.
A new local chapter of the Quilts of Valor Foundation has been born here in Pahrump. Battle-born Quilts of Valor is proudly sponsored by veteran Terry Jenke and his wife Victoria Brazil's quilt shop, The Quilted Dragon. The chapter specifically focuses on those who have served and are unable to attend standard Quilts of Valor ceremonies. The latest presentation was done at J.G. Johnson Elementary School, who held their first annual Veterans Appreciation event. 5 recipients were honored by the Battle-born Quilts of Valor Foundation. This includes teachers Jennifer Dabney, Tracy Baker, social worker Ava Pruix, Daryl Moore, and Larry Small Jr. Jenke told the Pahrump Valley Times that there are veterans who are hospitalized or homebound who cannot come to a large ceremony. Too many eligible and deserving veterans in Nevada suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, traumatic brain injury, or other emotional issues that may keep them from participating in a large ceremony. Many live too far away to make the trip to Pahrump feasible, and many others just do not want to wait for or participate in a large hour-long ceremony. These are the veterans we want to serve. Battle-born Quilts of Valor presentations are geared to accommodate the recipient's schedule and can even be presented to the veteran at their home if they wish. In a short time, the group has been assembled. They have presented 20 quilts. Anyone interested in joining Battle-born Quilts of Valor or those who have questions may contact Terry Jenke at battlebornqov@gmail.com or give him a call, 775-537-7259.
All right, and now here's Veronica De La Rosa with today's Student News Report from Pahrump Valley High School.
Hi, I'm Veronica De La Rosa, and this is your Student News. This Wednesday, November 27th, there will be a half-day for all Nye County students. Students will be released at 11:55 a.m. and have a wonderful weekend. The Nye Communities Coalition will be hosting a Thanksgiving feast for everyone this Thursday, Thanksgiving Day, from 11 to 2. It will be located on the corner of West and Wilson Street, and by the way, it's free, so please attend. Good luck to the Pahrump Valley High School boys wrestling team who's challenging Boulder City this weekend. And be careful, everyone who's traveling this holiday weekend, because there's some extreme weather patterns happening. There will be no school this Thursday or Friday for all Nye County students, and have a happy Thanksgiving weekend. This has been Veronica De La Rosa for your Student News.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
All right, let's take a look through our Lerner and Rowe WeatherCam at our conditions from earlier today. It's a beautiful sunny day and almost doesn't even give a hint of the winter weather warning that's looming. We'll take a closer look at our forecast and what you can expect on Thanksgiving when we return.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hello and welcome back to News 25. I'm Michael Donohue. Today's weather. In Las Vegas, we had a high of 52 degrees with a low of 41, 64 with a low of 52 in Death Valley, Amargosa at 50 with a low of 40 degrees, 46-35 in Beatty, 34-24 in Goldfield, 32-23 in Tonopah, both Fallon and Carson City with a high of 39 degrees and a low of 31, and up in Fernley, they're high at 38 and a low of 30 degrees. Now today in Pahrump, we saw some mostly sunny skies. Our high today was 50 degrees, winds coming out of the south-southeast at 12 miles per hour, our humidity at 20%, and our sunrise at 6:31 this morning. Now for tonight, we're going to continue with some mostly cloudy skies. Our low tonight is going to be 42 degrees. It's currently 46 outside. Winds coming out of the southeast at 25 miles per hour. Humidity at 28%, and our sunset at 4:30 tonight. Now looking ahead to our 7-day, get those umbrellas prepped because we are expecting a pretty decent amount of rain the next couple of days. On Wednesday and Thursday, we have an 80% chance of rain. On Friday, we have a 40% chance, and we do have some snow expected for Friday morning. Now after that, on Saturday all through Tuesday, those clouds are just going to hang out through the rest of the week. Temperature-wise, we're just going to be hanging out in those mid to high 40s all up until Sunday, and on Monday, we're going to jump up to a high of 53 degrees. Now for overnights, on Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be seeing a low of 36 degrees. On Friday, we're going to drop down to 28. And then from Saturday all through next Tuesday, we're going to be back up into about those mid-30s, around 34, 36 degrees. And now with that, we're going to throw it back to the desk with Deanna and Eunette.
All right, I'm Deanna.
I'm Eunette.
Good night.
Good night.